Good morning to you all out there. Welcome back to the Jamaican Newfie channel. Heading into work. It's nice to see. I wake up this morning driving into work and it's not extra dark. Because normally it's extra dark. You know, last week I touched on a subject about credit. And as my latest video that I dropped, I was talking about the politics. As in last night. Yesterday was the election. So last night we found out who won the election. Nothing changed much. You know, regardless the party that was in power, and apparently, as I said, the Prime Minister stepped down and a guy stepped in and, you know, run. And he won. Which, it wasn't too much of a surprise to me because, as I said, they're all the same. You know, they're all the same. They come and tell you what they want to tell you to get your vote, and that's about it. But what I'm going to touch on is just like, I realized, you know, when I did my video the other day, I had some things I was supposed to touch in that video and I didn't touch it. And it's all about having a good credit. And people, I was talking about having a good credit, and people see you live in a house and see you driving car and don't realize you don't buy nothing cash. But also, I didn't touch on, it's very hard to live on your own, as in like owning a house and even renting a house or even renting somewhere. So that's why it's all boiled down to you have to give up your privacy sometime by sharing rental property. You might see somebody rent a big house. Now when I say big house, like a 3-bedroom house, and it's 3 different persons living in it. And not like one family. And because of they have to come together to pay the rent. Because for me, I couldn't afford to own a house if I had just one income. If it was me and my wife working together, we wouldn't be able to have a house. And also my son is living there, and he play a part in help us pay a little bit of bills too. So that's a big bonus there. So it's all boiled down to what I'm trying to say is like, people, you know, go out there and vote, but nothing gonna change. As in, like, this guy came in couple months ago, but maybe 2 months ago, and take over for the Prime Minister who stepped down. But they are saying the same thing. But what I really love about what happened with this election is like, you have to have a balance, you know. You have to have a balance. And when a party win majority and they just do their own thing and there's no checks and balance there, so the next party still have a say. I love that part about it. That's why I think every country should have at least 3 parties. And they can do certain things without a next side. They have to come to agreement. But even sometimes when that happens, they tend to, you know, do a lot of nonsense still. Fighting against each other, can't get nothing done. So there's a lot of good to it, but there's a lot of bad to it too. But let's see what this guy gonna do now, because whatever he say he gonna do, whatever. I never believe politicians. Never believe them. They only fighting for power. That's all they do, fighting for power. I know when I start my channel, I say I'm not gonna preach politics, but I'm not preaching politics. I'm just talking about what's going on. Because as I said, you know, my channel is gonna be about day-to-day life. That's a part of it. You know, talk about stuff that happen around my environment and in Canada. Sometimes look at the news and see what's going on in Jamaica and touch on some things that's going on in my home country. That's why sometimes I don't want, I keep on wondering about, people who making content. I understand a lot of people don't watch this kind of content, but if you're not fighting if you're not trying to fight to get view and, not making money on here, why not touch on small subject? Just keep it real and, not swearing or nothing like that. So let's see in a few weeks what gonna happen with this guy who win. Which I know nothing gonna change. What I would love to see change, is like grocery bill. Because even when he just take over a few I would say not even a few months, a few weeks ago, there's certain tax was on gas and it dropped completely. And I see the difference in filling my tank of gas. I don't know if that's to get vote, because who knows, that's how these guys roll. They do certain things not to get you all hype up to vote for them. Oh, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, and they don't do nothing. Let's have some tea here. Who knows? I'm hoping for the best and expecting the worst. Because that's how we deal with that's what we have to just deal with how we see they come off, you know. You just expect the worst sometimes. But one thing I like about politics in Canada here, it's nice to see your neighbor can put up their sign, as in like they vote for a different party and they learn, and nobody is fighting and fussing about it. That's the part I like. You don't have to hide and say you're liberal or you're whatever. You just vote for any party you want to vote for. Because even at my work right now, I tell people who I'm voting for. I don't care. And people don't care. They might probably feel a way about it, but they're not gonna say nothing, because that's the way it go here. I remember back in the days in Jamaica, certain community, if you join certain party, certain community, you're not allowed to go there because everybody fighting against each other. Those things need to change. But that's the way the system set up, that's the way the system set up for we to fight each other. Even on this platform, it's the same thing. Always fighting going on, argument going on, We just need to have a common ground and just love each other more. Yeah, so I'm hoping to see like the housing change, rent go down and people can afford more housing. And also the homeless. We have a lot of homeless here. I have a video up about homeless. Because since COVID, a lot of people become homeless. For what reason, I don't know. And actually, I wouldn't say that, because a lot of people lost their job during COVID. And a lot of people is one paycheck away from being homeless, or one paycheck away from losing their rent property, and can't buy meals and stuff like that. Because nobody have a lot of money to having saving accounts anymore. Most of us is working paycheck to paycheck. That's a fact. So I say, I made a couple comments in my video when I was talking about credit. And when I go back and rewatch the video after I post the video, I decide, there's certain things I said. I hope nobody don't really, get a little bit wild up about it when I was talking about third world country. I should say any country that people go back to where they're from and go there and portraying that they live in big life in Canada and lying to people. Yeah, that happened, a lot. People go back to their country or wherever, or their land, or wherever they come from, the island or wherever they come from, and portray certain things to people, and people say, oh yeah, he's living a dream. Yes, but what kind of dream? It's just a dream of living in another man's country. The only thing I see right now with me living in Canada, from Jamaica, different from Jamaica, there's couple stuff. You can plant your own food back home. You can't do that here. You have to buy everything here. But you know, I can sleep with my door open and don't even worry about it. As in like unlock and don't even worry about it. But it's getting there now where people are scared in their community in Canada here, as in like they have people try their door at night to see if they can come in and steal something. So it's happening here. It's just a fact. But you know, Jamaica, my country, you know, I would rather live there if, you know, lots more job and, you know, crime and violence and stuff, you know, calm down certain kind of way. But still belong to the politician them too. Because the politician them, you know, they're not doing much. As I said, they say certain things, but they don't do what they say. Because right now I see Prime Minister in Jamaica. People is just, you know, saying certain things about him, and you know, and I think the next election he's gonna be gone too. But all these politicians, you know, if they don't want to be, if they're in power and they don't want to go, they have a way of rigging the system, you know. I believe in that. Because there's a lot of election out there now these days, they rig certain kind of way. That's a part of it, you know. They steal the money to help out people and line their pocket with it. Why wouldn't you think they steal the election too? Well, my viewers out there who are watching the Jamaican Newfie channel, you know, I appreciate the comments, the likes, and all the new watchers out there. Subscribe to Jamaican Newfie channel. I'm just another small content creator out here doing my thing. Because you have to do your thing, you know, and stand for certain things. To all my YouTuber family out there, you guys just stay blessed. You know, and love each other, share the love. Look for all the young YouTubers them out there who here looking for $1 and don't have a full-time job, and support them. Give them some watch hours. Subscribe to their channel. All the new YouTubers them out there, content creator them out there who don't have a full-time job, support them, you know, give them the full support. Because as we always say, unity is strength. My viewers and subscribers, I'm gonna be over and out. Until next time, love you guys.